Hello, baseball fans. Hope everybody's doing awesome out there, staying safe. Haven't hit like or subscribe? Please do so. Still a new YouTuber, so really appreciate your support. Best way you can help me out is by hitting that like and subscribe. And I give away prizes to subscribers just to say thank you, so you're going to be able to get in on that as well. So the MLB trade deadline has come and passed. And yes, it was a bit of a lackluster MLB trade deadline this year, but there were still some teams that made some big moves, and we're going to recognize them today. We're going to go with the top 3 MLB trade deadline winners. And let's get this started. We'll do number 3, and thankfully it belongs to my favorite team, the Toronto Blue Jays. And yeah, they just squeaked in at number 3. And why? Well, they didn't make any huge moves, but they made the moves that they needed to address some deficits for the team. And what am I talking about? Well, maybe not Genesis Cabrera, who they got right off the gate when the rumors started to swirl. This guy has a 4.97 ERA, so he's a bit of a bullpen filler. But the 2 other moves were definitely trades that Toronto needed to do. First one was for flamethrower Jordan Hicks. This guy goes over 100 miles per hour. Certainly somebody that could be the closer for the Toronto Blue Jays, especially if Jordan Romano is going to be back out with back soreness, pardon me. And having Swanson throwing hard, Jordan Romano, and Jordan Hicks, that's an awesome 7-8-9 to make you have a deep postseason threat with your bullpen. So certainly what Toronto needed. And then Bo Bichette goes out and tweaks his knee. We weren't sure how long he was going to be out for. So the Jays pulled the trigger quick and got Paul DeJong and got this guy signed. Yeah, he doesn't have the power. He's only hitting .230 with 13 home runs and 32 ribbies, but this guy has plus defense, and he has 2 more years options. So he could actually be the replacement for Whit Merrifield, because the Jays aren't going to pick up his $18 million. But we'll save that for a vlog for another day. So those moves, not spectacular, but enough to get the Jays at number 3. Number 2, though, the Los Angeles Angels. It's like they finally woke up and realized they have Ohtani and Trout on their team, and maybe they should make some moves to go for a postseason push. And in doing so, they added a ton. And some of the big ones is Lucas Giolito. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Nonetheless, this guy has been not so bad. 6-8 with a 4.30 ERA, a 1.28 whip, and 130 plus strikeouts. So this guy could be somebody you can put in your rotation and be a solid number 3 and 4. They should have went out and got somebody a little bit better, but still, nonetheless, the Angels are making moves. On top of that, they got C.J. Cron go in there for first base. This guy's had some power. He's got 11 home runs, 259 average, and 35 ribbies. On top of that, they also got an old Blue Jay. Not to say he's old. Well, he's getting older. Randall Grichuk, nonetheless, who's been having some success out there in Colorado. An impressive 3.05 batting average, 9 home runs, and 28 ribbies. So we'll see if that power and consistency translates from Colorado over to Los Angeles. And they added to their bullpen with Ronaldo Lopez. This guy's pitched 47 innings, 4.02 ERA, so not that great. His whip's been pretty good at 1.28. But finally, the Los Angeles Angels making moves. I don't think it's going to be enough, unfortunately, to get them into the postseason. But I had to give them credit finally, so that's why they're on the list. And no surprise, the big winner of the MLB trade deadline, we all know who it is. It's Texas. That's right. They're not messing around, especially with those earlier signings a few years ago for Seager and Semien. These guys want to go deep, and their rotation has been underwhelming. Evaldi looks like he's going to be off for a bit. DeGrom, Tommy John surgery. They were 2 big holes to fill, and Texas wasted no time in filling them. I thought they were going to go after Verlander, but in the end, they still got Max Scherzer. This guy has some postseason success. He may not be having the Max Scherzer year that you want, but you're going to have this guy for a few more years as well. He's got a 4.04 ERA, 1.21 whip, 130 K, and 32 walks. So his consistency has been there. His ERA is a little bit higher, but still, it's Max Scherzer. So this is somebody that you definitely want in your rotation going for a postseason push. And they didn't even get that done with just Max Scherzer. They added Jordan Montgomery, who I think is going to actually be better than Scherzer. This guy has an impressive 3.40 ERA, 114 strikeouts, only 36 walks, an impressive 1.24 whip. Yeah, Scherzer and Montgomery, these are 2+ pitchers to make up for DeGrom and Eovaldi. And Eovaldi still might be back for the postseason. So Texas is getting serious. And they went out and made that trade even earlier, if you remember, for Aroldis Chapman. That's right, and Chapman's been throwing like the Chapman that was back with the Yankees. This guy has an impressive 2.52 ERA, 71 strikeouts, only 22 walks. His consistency's there, his power is there. This guy is settling in as a reliever you want, maybe even the closer for the Texas Rangers. And they added Austin Hedges, underwhelming 1.79 batting average, but they needed another catcher, and they made up for that deficit as well. So that's why we're going to go out and say the Texas Rangers MLB trade deadline winners of 2023. Blow up my comments. Let me know, what teams do you think that I leave out? Should I set up the Mets for all the prospects they got? Was there another team that was really aggressive? Always appreciate to hear what you think. Enjoy the summer. Hit like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll ramble on soon. Take care, guys.